If you are a homeschool mom of a child with special needs, or if you're considering homeschooling your child with special needs, then here are some tips and things you may want to consider. My name is Leilani, and this is our channel, Living with Eve. I have worked with special needs in the public and private school classrooms, as well as tutored, evaluated within the homeschool community, and of course I have my own daughter that I work with. And over the past 15 years, I have gathered so much information and have even seen some really cool curriculum out there that you seriously might want to consider. So stick around till the end and let's just, get started. This is a collaboration hosted by Ryan with Mama on a Mission about tips for parenting and homeschooling by grade. I'm gonna stick the playlist down below. You can check that out. And since I am familiar and experienced with elementary school students, that's what I'm gonna focus on within the special needs homeschool community. However, these tips can apply to the older kids as well, so you might as well just stick around. Number one, really check out your health insurance. One of the things that pulls moms away from homeschooling their child with special needs is they don't want to lose those therapy sessions within the classroom, whether it's speech therapy, occupational therapy, or physical therapy. But if you look into your insurance, I know every state and every individual and disability is very unique. You may find one that will provide those services outside of the classroom. In our situation, Naomi does have Down syndrome and she was born with a heart condition. We were able to get a special insurance through the state that actually provides for her therapies. And we actually get 6 sessions of therapy a week, which makes up to about 5 hours of therapy sessions, and she's only 3 years old. I personally count that as school, and quite honestly, I'm trying to say this in the nicest way possible. I know our county, and from my experience, I'm just gonna say that the therapist that she has within a private institute, they're just better. Curriculum break! Okay, so seriously, periodically throughout this video, I'm gonna come in with some curriculum ideas that you can use with students that have special needs. The first one I'm gonna share with you is All About Spelling and All About Reading. The All About Reading and All About Spelling programs use the Orton-Gillingham approach, which is a very popular approach with kids that have learning disabilities, specifically dyslexia, but you can really use it with any learning disability, to be honest. And you can really use it for any kids. In fact, I use it with my kindergartner first grader. She's a first grader, and she thrives off of it. I think she thrives off of it because it's very visual and kinesthetic. With the All About Spelling curriculum in and of itself, you don't just use the book. You use this amazing magnetic board. Now she's just starting, so it's kind of empty right now. You end up filling this all up with letters. You're building words. In fact, this is actually kind of small compared to what I probably need for level 3 and 4, just a heads up because I've done this before. The All About Reading program is also great too for kids that have learning disabilities because it's very non-threatening, it's gentle. I once did an evaluation of a student that used this program. The kid had a learning disability, and this was the only way the mom could get him to read. It's non-threatening. In fact, the stories, if you open it up, this is level 1, volume 2. If you look inside, I know it's not colorful, but if your kids are very into coloring, they could probably color these pictures and make it look amazing. But the story is very short. There's like 3 sentences in a page. That's what you get. They're short stories, well-written stories too. One thing that's really great is that they do label them through levels, not grades. So let's say your kid is in 3rd grade and they're reading at a level 1. Hopefully they don't feel like they're behind. It's not a grade, it's a level. In fact, they do have a placement test for All About Reading and All About Spelling online. So if this is something that you want to look into, you can go ahead and do that placement test. However, it is highly, highly recommended, regardless of the age of the student. You should always start with level 1, specifically with All About Spelling. Don't know about All About Reading. You have to read their fine print in regards to that one. But yes, definitely All About Spelling. The next advice I have is to ask yourself why you are homeschooling and get a journal and write it all down. Spend some time with your spouse, write down why you want to homeschool. Are you willing to make the sacrifices financially, time-wise, switching up your schedule. Maybe you might have to move. These are all things, I know, it's worth homeschooling, totally worth homeschooling, but let's be real, you're gonna have to deal with those things. And it's not easy. Are you homeschooling because of academic reasons, religious reasons, behavioral issues? Maybe you're in a school where there's bullies, or the special education teacher is just really not that special. It happens, it does. Write these things down, keep them in a journal, because I'm just gonna be honest, homeschooling is like ridiculously hard, and the only way that you're gonna get through homeschooling is, by having that journal there to remind you why you're doing it in the first place, a Bible to remind you that you're not in charge of homeschooling. Some would say a lot of wine, and a support group. You need a support group, whether it's your husband, friends, other homeschoolers, social media. But keep that journal handy and read it often. Put scriptures in there if you need to. Meditate on it whenever you feel like you just want to give up, because that happens, honestly, about 5 or 6 times a day. Okay, maybe not that much. It happens often though. It really does. You're not alone, I promise. Trust me, having that journal will help you focus, re-energize, and encourage you to just keep going. So do that. Hello again. Okay, curriculum break. I am gonna talk about a program called Time for Learning. It is computer-based, extremely visual, and they pride themselves on reaching the special needs community. In fact, there's pages and pages on their website that shares with you how you can use their program to teach your child with the specific learning disability. They are a secular program, web-based. They cover all the subjects, language arts, math, science, history, as well as pre-K, all the way up to 12th grade. So if your child is into computer stuff, it is kinesthetic and visual, but it's very, very gentle, and it doesn't take long for them to do, so it's perfect for that kid that has a short attention span. That's our ADHD community right there. So anyway, check it out. I will stick a link down below. They're an amazing company. Reach out to them if you have any more questions, and Time for Learning. The next thing you want to consider is looking for some financial or educational support, because it is out there. You may just have to look. I know in the state of Florida, we have this amazing scholarship for kids that have special needs, and it's called the Gardner Scholarship. If you're in the state of Florida and you don't know what that is, you need to check it out, because it's roughly about $10,000 as of now a year to help support your child educationally. I'm really excited about that one because Naomi will actually qualify this year, and I am gonna go crazy curriculum shopping for her. Yay! Also, check out some local co-ops, because honestly, these people care about the homeschool movement and care about you, and they want to help support you on your homeschool journey. And they will, some of them will, provide free educational resources as well as some scholarships to help pay for some classes that you might need if you meet their qualifications. So really take some time to look at that, get involved with your homeschool community. And speaking of that, the next advice I have is look into finding a homeschool co-op. You would be, maybe not, but you might be surprised at how tolerant and accepting these moms are, especially with kids that have special needs. I don't know about your state or city, but I know that in the state of Florida, there is an outpouring within the special needs community of parents wanting to homeschool their kids. It is pretty darn awesome, because I know there are so many moms out there, including me, that want to come alongside you and support you. And I guarantee you're also gonna find parents out there that also have kids with special needs. You guys can kind of share ideas back and forth, and have a cup of coffee or tea sometimes and enjoy each other's company while your kids play. It's pretty cool, because that's what we do. Well, we do a lot. That's when we need that time, because we do a lot. The downtime, the chit chat mom time. Hi again, another curriculum break, and this time I want to focus in on math. If you have been subscribed to me for a long period of time, you know I love Make Math Meaningful. I've even commented before that I'm probably going to use this to teach my daughter Naomi. Not many people know about this program. I do have a flip through. I'll stick a link up there. You can use it with all kids, whether they have special needs or not. I love it because it is gentle, it's very hands-on, lots of manipulatives, I feel like it moves at a slower pace, but it's very thorough and really focuses on building that foundation. So this is kind of the introduction. It's perfect for the busy mom, perfect for all learning styles because they do touch on kinesthetic, auditory, and visual. I do know our kiddos with special needs tend to be more visual and kinesthetic learners, but it's good that they incorporate all three. And of course, it just says perfect for your child. But I think they're right. It does. It builds reasoning. It teaches them how to think mathematically, gentle approach. I am gonna try this one with my daughter, so I will let you know how that works out when she's ready for it. That's the other thing when you get curriculum. You don't have to start the kindergarten curriculum when they're in kindergarten. Feel free to do it when they're ready. Of course, I'll stick a link down below and you can go ahead and check them out. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask them or me, because actually I'm homeschooling my third kid with this curriculum. Okay, this bit of advice is actually from my sister-in-law whose son does have autism. I was talking to her about how I was making this video, and her son's amazing. His talent is drawing. She said the one advice that she would give to a parent would be to focus on the one thing that your child absolutely loves and build the curriculum and everything around that. He loves to draw. He wants to be an animator, and if you actually saw his drawing, you would believe it. This kid is like 11 years old, and he's amazing. So she focuses on that. As a special needs mom, you may want to consider unschooling. I did make a video on unschooling, so you can check it up there. There'll be a little card up there and down in the description box below. But basically, in a nutshell, unschooling is following your child's lead. And what's so great about special needs is you don't have to worry about nationally normed tests or meeting certain benchmarks or standards or comparing. Oh, and that's the next tip I have for you. Stop comparing yourself with other moms and other kids. And we all say this, but like, yeah, duh. I mean, our kids have special needs. They're gonna be different. But you know what? We still do it. In fact, I can share a personal example right now with you. My daughter is delayed. I know this. It's not something that is like, oh my gosh, my daughter is delayed. I know this. However, I have friends who were pregnant with me, and we were both expecting our babies together, and mine had Downs, theirs did not, and they grew up together. We nursed our babies together, we went to the nursery together, and now I'm finding that their child is moving on, talking, walking. In our congregation, they're moving up to the next level. While my daughter, I've decided to hold her back because she can't say a sentence, she can't follow directions, and lots of other things, and it's hard. It takes a toll on you, and I'm going, I can't compare, but I do it anyway, and I get sad. So you and me both, we gotta stop this comparing thing, right? Totally. Write that in the journal. Stop comparing your kids to other kids. And don't, if you can, avoid nationally normed or standardized tests. Of course, you know, as they get older in high school, and if they are college bound, this is something you may, obviously want to consider. The other exception is if you're trying to place your child into the right grade level or the right curriculum. A lot of these curriculum out there, they have placement tests, so you can use those, not necessarily a nationally normed or standardized test, which does actually cost a lot of money, and you can do the placement test for free. But hey, don't use that placement test to compare your child with other children, and don't use the nationally normed and standardized test to compare your child to what the other kids are doing. Don't fall into that trap. It's really easy to do. Curriculum break again. Hope you guys aren't sick of me, because I did want to share with you this one last curriculum, and it's master books. Now, a lot of people love master books. It's very trendy right now. They cover all subjects: math, language arts, science, and history, and it's a very gentle approach. And it didn't dawn on me that this would be great for the special needs community until a YouTuber that I like to follow, Miss Colleen, over at Our Blessed Life. Her daughter Sophie is in elementary school, and she uses this curriculum right here. I'll show you. This is kind of what it looks like. Not kind of, this is what it looks like. And this is the level 5. This is also the My Story and the World Around Me. This would be the social science. This is a cool one. course, a coloring page. Why not? Who doesn't love a coloring page? And this is the math book for 3rd grade. I'll just show you really quick. Math comes with a story that you actually get to read. So you can see it's not very intimidating at all. It does come from a Christian perspective. And I know with the sciences, they do partner up with Answers in Genesis. So if you are a big Answers in Genesis fan, like I am, you would love this curriculum, especially the science, which I'm gonna do their science. I'm kind of excited about that. It's more of a geography. I guess geography is the word, not social science. So feel free to check out Masterbooks. I am gonna stick a link to Colleen's channel, Our Blessed Life, as well as a video that she did in regards to Masterbooks, so you can get a better idea of what it looks like, especially for a child who has special needs. I hope that you find these tips useful. Feel free to leave any other tips in the comments down below and check out some of my other videos. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up because it really supports the channel. And don't forget to check out that playlist by Ryan. And I will hopefully see all of you guys in the future in our next video or future videos. So don't forget to subscribe. See you guys later. Bye.